Hi and welcome back to the channel. Now I haven't posted for quite a while and I've been on a very deep journey of exploration and exploring different ways of looking at reality and also remastering my Starman Tarot deck. More about that soon. Very excited about the developments. But in the meantime, what I'd really like to do, I'm coming out of that inward phase, that in my ivory tower, and it's really time to explore with you and share this message, the core message and the core questions and the explorations that are encapsulated within the Starman Tarot, and the idea that this is really bringing to life in the world, the energy that this really is bringing to life in the world. And today I'd like to explore through the lens, the powerful lens of the High Priestess, the High Prescient, the way that she represents the beauty, the wonder, the mystery of nature. It's like the emerald realm, the emerald tablet. And you'll see in the card, I'll put this up on the screen more, the light, this kind of light of nature, the will of nature, the direction of nature, the way nature wants to create. And each person that is embodied, is gifted a body in this world, has that potentialization, the idea that you are here to create something, to express something, to bring something to life through the living of your life, the expression of your life. And really what the High Priestess is about is she's asking you the question, what is it that you are here to bring to life? What is the message nature is communicating to you? What is the light, the actual light of nature, the light of all things that steers and controls and manipulates and guides and caresses nature into being, into shape, into form? So from my cosmology, the cosmology of the Starman, we have light then coagulates into sound, and then sound comes into form, and then round it goes again. Form dissolves back into light, and here we go round in these beautiful infinities, embodiments, all these different billions of embodiments, explorations into what it means to be alive, what it means to be human, what it means to be here now in your life. And she's inviting you. It's a real heartfelt, embodied invitation, an invocation and an invocation for you to ask, in my life now, what is the energy? Is there an energy that is really calling to me? Am I doing anything to move towards that? Am I in the right orientation in my life to be able to answer this question posed by the High Priestess? And you'll see the light is coming down through into her, and then it's channeled out through her arms. It's channeled out into the lightning. So she's inviting you to become aware of what it is that wants to come through you. What is it that wants to be expressed through you? And she's inviting you to ask that question and to not rush into an answer, to delve into it. This is not like a 5-step program. This is about finding out your calling, the conversation, the dynamic, inspirational conversation that you are here to have with reality, with nature, with this world. What are you here to express? What are you here to say? And it's like it's going from the personal small ego into the greater expression of the higher self. And she represents that question, that possibility, that nature is asking you questions, and nature is also within those questions is an answer that is so personal and so invigorating and so uplifting to you. We all have a different way of expressing through that question, the open question. So the question remains, is there anything that you know, that you feel, that you really have this sense of that you're not living through at the moment? And this is the time as we come out of the age of Pisces into Aquarius, this is the time when we can't hold back on the things we really need to say, the things that we really need to create, the conversations we really need to have, the possibilities that we really need to bring to life. And we know it if we go inside, again with this light, the idea of the light. So we have an endogenous light that meets the exogenous light, the light of the sun, the light of the world, the light that's reflected into everything. And your body, your own body, creates its own light. Even the microbiome creates its own light. It's light. It's light, electricity. This is what your body runs on. This is what everything is moved by. Yeah, the motivation is from this light. So you have an inner light. And this inner light is again having a conversation. And you can tune into this inner light. And this inner light, when it meets with the outer light, the two lights coming together, the frequencies of light that come together and form this dynamic conversation. And it's part of that, is this conversation that determines what nature is asking you, what nature is calling you to express. Now, if you've been putting it off, this is a good time to step into that, to ask the question, to delve, to explore, and to make a commitment to living your fullest expression, to bringing your fullest expression to life through the living, through the things that you do, the things that you say. So she's also the medicine. The medicine is your purpose, is living your purpose. And sometimes people don't like to hear that. But it really is that whatever your purpose is, whatever nature wants to create through you is your purpose. And the more you listen in and you tune in and you become sensitive to that conversation that's going on. Yeah, and some people might say it's your daemon, your higher self, the spirit of nature, the will of nature. All these things describe how nature is having a beautiful conversation with you. And if you engage with that conversation, if you invite nature in to the conversation and you engage with the conversation, you make the conversation a personal, a sacred declaration between you and nature. And it's in creating that vibrational energy between the external light and the internal light. So you go inwards and you find the depth of what needs to be expressed. And then that depth of what needs to be expressed, when it's touched by the light of your consciousness, it begins to emanate through your energetic form. And it begins to take shape through you, and it begins to communicate with the light out here, the world. And that conversation between you and the world starts to have an effect. But you see, the sad thing is that most people are never open for the conversation. So this is an invitation to start to engage with your life in a dynamic way, to engage with your life as if your life itself is answering a beautiful question. posed by nature, the great mother, the great spirit, the great light. What is coming through you? What needs to come through you? And in coming through you, the more you express that, the more you enter into that, the more energy you will be given to express it, to gift it to the world. So I encourage you to connect with the High Priestess. She's inviting you into the adventure of your own life, inviting you into the adventure of nature, of life, the energy of life, the light of life. Yeah? The green, beautiful energy of nature, the chlorophyll, the rocks, the plants, the living entities, the animals. These are all having a conversation with you, even the insects, everything, the spirits that are housed within these things. This conversation is so rich and so deep once you start to get into it. And once you are open to it, it becomes open to you. So there is a saying, the more engaged and interested in life you become, the more engaged and interesting life becomes with you. So she is like a radiant invitation to not delay anymore the things that you really feel you need to express. And if you don't know what those things are, start to make this investigation, start to become aware of the conversation, start to become aware of the people around you. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What is the energy? And what is the energy that you feel that you're being called towards? And how can you make those adjustments? What would make beauty come to life in your life? Where can you bring beauty to life? Where can you bring creativity and expression to life in areas that perhaps seem devoid of it? So how can you shape your reality? Start to begin to have a conversation with your body, with your energetic system, to ask, where is the healing? Where is the energy? How do I engage with that? How do I heal my body, invigorate my body, enliven my body, enrich my body? So I have the energy and I have the power and I have I am the vessel that allows this energy that life wants to express to fully travel through and fully express through me with the breath. Yeah, so you start to have this awareness of the interconnectedness of things and your relationship to the reality that you inhabit. And then you also start to realize that the lens through which you explore the world, the context through which you view your life, starts to have a relationship with you, a bigger relationship with you. And if that context isn't the one that you feel is bringing most life to you, then you can change it. You change the context. You invent it as a pure act of creativity. You bring a new context to life for yourself. And you start to explore through that. You go inwards, you ask. You seek answers. A fantastic way to explore through the High Priestess is to ask the High Priestess a question and have a pad of paper or something ready to receive answers. This is what this is all about. These are lenses, these are powerful lenses in which you can explore and look through to investigate reality, to ask the questions that you need to ask in order to fully express yourself as a living entity, a human being, What's the being of being human? What's your being? And where are you just going through the motions of life? Where are you in just the small surface sphere of the surface persona? Where is that overwriting this bigger possibility that is literally willing itself to come through? And the receptivity, it's that receptiveness of allowing it to come through and express itself. So begin just in the next couple of days to ask these questions, to look at your conversations, look at how you interact with things. What are you drawn to? What are you interested in? What does your heart really call you towards? And make some steps to going towards that. Open yourself to the energy of life. There's energy everywhere, all around. The air you breathe, every breath is filled with electrons, with energy. And as you breathe out those things that you don't want, and you breathe in the energy, the source that allows you to have the vigor and the vitality to live more fully, to live more openly, to be more honest, to be more forthright, to be more bold. And it seems like the rewards we get in life are a reflection of the boldness that we bring to life. Yeah, I'm not just talking material things. I'm talking like really living through the spiritual aspect of life, bringing your creative spirit to life in the world, bringing the creative spirit to life in the world. And this is the invitation. So I invite you to make this investigation, explore the High Priestess. See you soon.